Hey everybody, it's Matt Haynes, and I just gonna make a quick video here showing you a couple of things I'm working on, and they're either finished or almost finished, and I'm just going to tell you what my final steps will probably be. So let's take a look. Alright, this is one of a series I'm working on. I actually have 3 of these going at once, and this one here is almost done, but there's a couple of things that bug me about it. What I like about it is you've got this focal point here with the orangey red blob or splorge. The eye sort of starts there and then wanders around, picks up this little same tone in here, and then there's some spots over here also. You've got some blues here, some contrasting colors, complementary colors, and then you've got these lines. So the eye, I think, stays in the image but keeps, wanders around and explores things. We've got some areas to rest in our eyes, these areas here with not as much detail. The one thing that I want to fix is this area down here I don't like yet, and one thing that bugs me is that this line is a little high compared to here. It just seems tilted and not in a good way. Also, it's kind of this field of green, even though I've put in some color variations down the bottom here. I'm thinking maybe extending this black section through here somehow, or maybe bringing it down here. Haven't quite figured out what to do yet. And this is when you get to this point in a painting where you're making finely tuned little steps, because you don't want to screw it up. But this has gone through multiple layers, and it gets to a point where you make smaller and smaller steps. And so I'm at that point right now. Alright, so that's that one. And then there's this one here, which I think is probably finished. It's pretty different than the other one in terms of the other one was more on a grid almost. You had everything horizontal or vertical with a little bit of diagonal, but here this is very energetic. It's almost something exploding outward like that. We still have similar color as a focal point, and then we're picking it up there, and also these stripes here. We even get some here, this sort of orangey mixed with yellow ochre. I really like these lines over here, this texture, and over here. I did that early on, and I went, oh man, am I gonna worry about that the entire time? But protecting it. But it worked out really well. This up here, this was kind of a wash, and it was sort of a happy accident, although I wasn't happy at the time. I used some acrylic paint markers, and they're not drying as fast as I thought they would. So when this area was a little wet, and I started wiping with a paper towel, and I got these streaks. But then I realized I liked the streaks as long as I kept the paper towel very linear in the way I wiped it. Let's see what else. There's little spots of orange here. So I think the eye, has, really moves around here. So I'm thinking this is finished. I'm letting it sit for a little bit. I took a photo on my phone so I can just sort of look at it out of context, and so that I get my immediate reaction. I do that a lot. Take a photo, let it sit, take a look at it when you're eating your lunch, and you immediately go, oh, that's awful, I gotta fix that. Or, oh, that's not bad. I find that paintings are kind of like fine wines. When you're tasting a bad wine, you know it immediately. When you're drinking a fine wine, it's almost that there's nothing wrong with it. It's just there, and it just works. So it's coming to that point for me. Yeah, so that's just a quick check-in to show you what I've got going on. I have a couple other things I'm working on too, but those were handy. So that's what I've been working on, and it's pouring rain, and so I'm in my garage. You can hear the rain on the garage, probably on the recording. But you know what? Art goes on, right? So thanks for watching.